Well, hello there, and welcome to the first episode of Engage and Inspire. I am your host, your Sherpa, your leadership spirit guide, if you will, and my name is Scott Lyles. And I got to tell you, I'm absolutely buzzing with excitement that you've decided to join me for this adventure. This podcast has been a brainchild of mine for a while. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I'll admit this might be a little rough through the first couple of episodes, but stick with me. We'll get through it together. So this isn't just another boring business podcast. Oh no, my friends. This is our collective launchpad. Our launchpad for building teams that don't just work together, but teams that truly thrive together. Now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to think about your team, okay? Think about that last team meeting you led. Did it feel dynamic? Did it feel like an electric brainstorm session at a super cool startup full of aha moments and contagious energy? Or, and be honest here, did it feel more like watching paint dry, but with more awkward silence and the faint soul-crushing glow of spreadsheet cells and death by PowerPoint? Yeah, I think I might have hit the nail on the head with a few of you. Come on, we've all been there. So for this meeting, you practice what you think is a truly world-changing Tony Robbins level pep talk in the mirror. You walk in and you deliver it with passion, and it is one hell of a speech. And you're met with the sound of crickets and the gentle hum of the AC. You look around the room at a sea of glossy eyes and blank faces that scream, "Is it 5 o'clock yet?" It's enough to make any leader want to quietly retreat to the supply closet with a pack of sticky notes and desperate prayer for inspiration. Then you face that long drive home thinking, "I shouldn't have been so upbeat," or "I should have said this or that." But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if you could actually look forward to those meetings, knowing they'd be a source of energy and not a drain on it? What if your team was so genuinely fired up and invested in their work that you occasionally had to be the fun police and gently suggest that they stop working, log off, go home, be with your families? That's not so far off of a fantasy, my friends. That's the very real, very achievable reality that happens when you consciously decide to swap out old school, outdated managing for heart-centered leading. And that's the entire glorious purpose of this show. We're going to learn how to do that together. All right, let's play a quick, no-pressure game. I'm going to describe two teams, and you're going to see which one feels more familiar. We're going to play a game called da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Which team are you? Are you ready? All right, no cheating. I'm watching. First up, let's talk about Team A. Let's call this the It's Fine crew. Picture this. It's Monday morning. You've had your coffee. You're feeling motivated. You're ready to conquer the world. Nothing can stop you. You hop on that video call or you walk into the conference room, all smiles, a little swagger in your walk, chin held high. Good morning, team. Big week ahead. Let's make it great. You're met with a muted, sleepy chorus of morning and a few half nods. You start delegating tasks for the week. The responses you get are a symphony of non-committal. Okay. Sure, I'll add that to the list. And the classic, this one's my favorite. Noted. The work will get done. Oh, yes, it will get done. Technically. It'll be fine. Just fine. But it's like everyone's running on 1% battery. Permanently. You start to feel less like an inspiring leader and more like a taskmaster. Herding a group of very polite, very quiet, and slightly disinterested cats. The passion? Yeah, it isn't there. It's missing. The spark? Poof. Gone with the wind. Now, as Jim Morrison of The Doors said, let's break on through to the other side. Let's visit Team B. This is the Let's Do It Dynamos. Huh, I like that name. Let's Do This Dynamos. Rather catchy. Now, it's the same Monday morning. Maybe you're even a little tired, but you still walk into that conference room or hop on the call. And before you even get through your hello, Kristen from marketing is already sharing a game-changing idea she had while walking her dog this morning. Mike from engineering? Yeah, he immediately jumps in, not to shoot it down. Oh no, he jumps in to build on it. And Tyler from the sales department? He's already rapidly building a shared doc to capture this lightning in a bottle. They're finishing each other's sentences in a good, collaborative way. They own their projects so fiercely, you sometimes have to remind them, hey, why don't you guys go to lunch, grab a bite to eat and recharge? The energy in the room, virtual or physical, is electric. It's passionate. It's contagious. You leave the meeting feeling more energized than when you started, brimming with ideas and gratitude, not drained and defeated. So be honest. Which one of these hits a little closer to home? Which team feels like what you're dealing with right now on a daily basis? If you felt a twinge of recognition with Team A, please know two things. First, you are so not alone. This is the silent struggle for thousands of leaders. And second, and this is the most important part, I want you to hear me on this one. It's not your fault. You weren't handed a manual on how to inspire human hearts. You were probably taught how to manage spreadsheets, manage timelines and budgets, but not how to ignite passion, not how to foster psychological safety and build unshakable trusts. The vast echoing chasm between Team A and Team B, it's not just a difference in moods. It's what I call the leadership gap. And let me be blunt. This gap is the single greatest drain on productivity, innovation, and plain old human happiness in our organizations today. It's a silent leak in the company boat. And we're all so busy bailing out the water that we haven't figured out how to patch the hole. Now, I don't want this to be a feeling we're all nodding along to. Let's put some hard, undeniable numbers to this feeling. Because what we're talking about isn't just a bad day. It's an actual, documented crisis. It's like we're all driving with the emergency brake on and wondering why the engine is screaming. So the brilliant folks over at Gallup, the global analytics firm that's been studying this stuff for longer than I've been alive, their most recent data is a 5-alarm fire for anyone who leads people. This is nuts. Are you ready for this? They found that only 32% of employees in the US are engaged. So let's sit with that just for a moment. 32%. So what does that actually mean in human terms, right? It means that in a typical 10-person team, you might have only 3 people that are truly psychologically and emotionally committed to their job. 3 people who are bringing their full brains, all of their passion, their creativity to work every day. The other 7, well, they're just there. They're there for the free coffee and for the social interaction. But wait, there's more. It gets worse. The next number that really keeps me up at night, and you as a leader and as an executive in your organization, it should keep you up at night as well. Listen to this. The majority, a staggering, a mind-boggling 51%, are what we now call quiet quitting. Now, when I first saw that, I thought it was a typo, but it's not. It's the perfect description for a phenomenon we've all seen, but didn't have a name for. These are the folks who do the absolute bare minimum required by their job description, not a comma more. They're not storming out of meetings or sending angry emails. They're just, They're on autopilot. It's a constant cycle of lather, rinse, repeat. Show up, do the task, collect the paycheck, and go home. Their little status bubble on Teams or on Slack is green. They're present. They're in the meeting room. But, hello, the lights are on, but nobody's home. They're the silent majority in your meetings. The ones whose contributions you have to pry out of them with pliers. And then we have the most dangerous group. Dun, dun, dun. The remaining 17%. These are the ones who are actively disengaged. Now, let's be clear. These aren't unhappy employees. These are your culture assassins. They are resentful. They are actively undermining the efforts of the engaged workers. These are the ones that are in the break room muttering, "This new initiative will never work." They're in private Teams chats and channels gossiping and poisoning the well. They are quite literally tearing down what you are spending your energy trying to build. For every positive brick that you lay, they're taking 2 of them out. Now let's talk about the cost, because, well, this is where it moves from a soft skill problem to hard dollars and cents emergency. The financial cost is absolutely astronomical. Those same folks over at Gallup calculated that a disengaged employee costs an organization approximately 18% of their annual salary in lost productivity, higher error rates, and increased absenteeism. So what does that mean? All right, let's do the math. It's scary, but we have to actually look at this. Now, imagine you have a team of 10 people with an average salary of $60,000 a year. Okay? That is a $600,000 payroll. 18% of that is $108,000. Now, let me say that again. $108,000. That's what a company is bleeding for just one team, one single team every year because of disengagement. Now, that's money that's flying straight out the window, gone. Money that could be used for bonuses, money that could be used in investing in new equipment, or money that could be used for new hires, positive employees. It's a leaky bucket, and we're all watching the water and the money just drain away. But the cost is so much more than financial. That's just the easiest thing to measure. What about the cost of missed innovation? That quiet quitter in the corner? She's had a brilliant idea to streamline the reporting process, but she never mentioned it because, why bother? The engaged employee saw a potential partnership, but he was too busy picking up the slack from his disengaged colleague to pursue it. The next great idea for your company is dying in a sea of apathy. What about the cost of a toxic culture? Your best people, your 32%ers, they have options. They are talented. They are driven. They will not stay in an environment where their energy is constantly sapped by the 68% who are just checked out, actively working against them. So they leave. You're left with a team that's even more disengaged, and the cycle accelerates faster and faster down the tracks. And finally, what about the cost to you? You as the leader. The cost of your own energy and morale, consistently feeling like you're the only one pushing this giant boulder up the hill. That feeling of exhaustion at the end of the day, that sense of isolation, that's the very real human cost of this leadership gap. This is the problem we're here to solve. This is the dumpster fire we're going to put out. We're not going to do it with more pizza parties. That's a thing of the past. That's for middle school kids on a Friday. We're going to do it with a new leadership playbook. We're going to flip the script entirely. We need the tools to turn that widespread meh into pride in your work and teams that have strong camaraderie. That right there is the entire mission of Engage and Inspire. We're going to swap the frustration for fun, the silence for spark, and the exhaustion for pure excitement. So let's really break down our show's title. Because, let's be real, Engage and Inspire can sound a little corporate and stuffy. And we are not about that life. We're about real human connection. Forget the dusty textbook definition. And I know someone out there is going to email me and say, well, Scott, that's not what the dictionary defines engage and inspire as. That's not what we're going for. That's really not what we're looking for here. Here's what we really mean when we use these words. Engagement is the magical, almost alchemical moment when work stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling more like a calling. It's when your graphic designer, Maria, is so obsessed with getting the user experience pixel perfect that she dreams about color palettes. It's when your newest, most junior team member, David, feels brave enough to respectfully challenge the department's VP's idea in a meeting, and the entire room applauds them for the courage and insight. It's the palpable feeling in the air of, this isn't just a company project. This is my project, my baby, and I'm proud of it. Inspiration is the beautiful superpower that comes next. This is the really, really good stuff, right? This is the look of stunned pride on someone's face when they accomplish something they never, ever thought they were capable of. It's when a team member pulls you aside and says, "Hey, Scott, because you believed in me, I started believing in myself." And you know they mean it. It's watching people that you have coached and mentor, your Padawan, turn into a Jedi. They've blossomed into an incredible, confident leader. And you watch them pay that inspiration forward. That feeling, that deep soul level satisfaction, friends, let me tell you, it's better than the taste of chocolate or a nice creme brulee or even a fine glass of wine. It's pure. It's unadulterated fuel for your own leadership journey. And here's the best part, the part I want you to truly lean into. You don't need some fancy title. You don't need a massive budget. Hell, you don't even need a corner office on the 23rd floor. You already have everything you need right now. You just need a new playbook, a set of practical, actionable, and yes, even fun strategies. And that's exactly what I'm here to give you. Over the next episodes, many to come, we're going to build your leadership skills together, piece by joyful piece. Consider this your giant box of Legos, and we're about to put together something fun. So think of this less like a lecture and more like fun, practical, hands-on workshops you can listen to on your commute or during your afternoon walk. We're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to tackle things like, how do you turn a boring, obligatory one-on-one into the highlight of your team's week? And I'm serious, it's possible, and I'll show you how. The art of giving feedback that actually feels like a welcome gift, not a dreaded punishment. How to intentionally build a dream team culture where people don't just tolerate each other, but truly have each other's backs. Simple, powerful ways to connect those mundane daily tasks into a bigger, brighter purpose that actually gets people excited to jump out of bed and come to work every day. So, what is my huge, gigantic, audacious goal for this podcast? Well, I'll tell you. A year from now, I want my inbox to be flooded. I want it to be flooded with your stories. I'm going to read emails that say, "Hey, Scott, I tried that one silly, simple question you suggested, and it completely revolutionized my relationship with my team." Or I want to read that my team's energy is through the roof. Our collaboration is seamless, and we just had our most successful and enjoyable quarter ever. This show isn't about me. Oh no, my friends. This is 100% unequivocally about you and the incredible positive impact that you are about to have on the people that you lead. It all starts with one simple, profound, foundational thing. And I'm going to tell you, this is the secret ingredient, the magic dust, the absolute root of everything good, productive, and joyful in leadership. What is this one thing, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. It's trust. All right. I've talked enough. On our next episode together, we'll dive firsthand into the beautiful, messy, and absolutely critical world of trust. You're not going to want to miss it. If you're ready to trade your manager's hat in for a leadership cape, and trust me, it's much more fun of an outfit, make sure you hit that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening right now. And hey, share it with a friend that you know is an amazing leader, just waiting to emerge. Share it with your current leader. Share it with family members. Let's build this community of inspired leaders together. Now, before I let you go, I want to leave you with one tiny, easy, no sweat thing to try this week. Consider it your first official leader's mission, should you choose to accept. Are you ready? Sometime in the next few days, in one of your conversations with your team member, I want you to ask one simple question. All right? That question is, what is one thing I could do, just one small thing, to make your work life easier and more enjoyable this week? And then, the most important part, just close your mouth. Open your ears and your heart and truly listen. Don't get defensive. Don't make promises you can't keep. Just listen. The answer might genuinely surprise you, and it will be the first step towards building that trust. You've got this. I believe in you more than you know. Now let's go out there and build teams that aren't just successful on a spreadsheet, but truly, wildly, and loudly thriving in every sense of the word. If you like this information and you want to learn more, don't hesitate to reach out to us at leadwithhelm, that's HELM.com. You can find us on LinkedIn at Helm Leadership Group LLC. Smash that follow button. And if you would like some more information from me directly, please reach out to us at info@leadwithhelm.com. Until next time, remember, keep engaging and keep inspiring, my friends. Talk to you next time.